Um, I'd like to say hello and welcome everyone here to the IGCS IGCAN 2024 Survivor and Caregiver Advocacy Summit. We're absolutely thrilled to have you all here in Dublin, so thank you so much for coming. I'm Ros Glasspool. I'm a medical oncologist from Scotland. I work at the Beats in West of Scotland Cancer Centre, and I'm also honorary senior lecturer at the University of Glasgow, and have the honour of chairing the IGCS Advocacy Committee. So today we've got advocates, patients, survivors, families, clinicians, researchers, we have our industry partners and the fabulous IGCS staff. And we're all here in Dublin, which is one of the friendliest cities in the world. So we really hope we can bring that spirit to the meeting, despite the fact that we're on this slightly intimidating table here. But I think with over 100 people, it's one of our biggest ever meetings. So we're really excited. So without further ado, I'd like to just get on with some introductions and introduce Dr. Abhishek Shankar, who is the Vice Chair of the IGCS Committee and has been helping me all through the last few years.
Thank you, Dr. Ross, and welcome and thank you for making it for the event. Probably we are very enthusiastic for the conference, which is having a clinical sense, and this is the third Cancer Survivor Caregiver Summit. So I'm Dr. Abhishek. I work as a radiation oncologist at All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Delhi, which is capital of India. So it's my honor to serve as a vice chair of this advocacy committee. And believe me, I have learned a lot by working with the people who has really a good sense of how we can improve the quality of life of cancer patient beyond boundaries. And we try to do many good things, with the help of and it's also an honor to co-chair the summit with other three beautiful ladies. I'm the only male of this, chairing this. So I think we know we and Dr. Ross are, oncologists, and we see cancer patient, and we know that quality of patient, quality of life for the patient and patient needs. Now we talk about the patient-centric approach we have now started talking about. And today is all about the people who are affected with the cancer and all those who had seeing cancer as a caregivers, as a physician. So to turn on, I will just request my two other, co-chairs, Ms. Brigitte and Eva Marie, to introduce themselves and tell about more about this program. So,
Hello, everybody. My name is Bridget Carr. I live in Limerick, Ireland, and let me give you a Céad Míle Fáilte, 100,000 welcomes to my home nation. I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 2019. While undergoing treatment, I was fortunate to find an excellent local peer support group called Advocacy. Through them, I became involved in what we call PPI here in Ireland, which is Public and Patient Involvement in Cancer Research. I found this work to be very rewarding, and since then, I've been involved with national and international patient advocacy programs. That journey has brought me here today.
Thank you so much. So, hello everyone. My name is Eva Maria Strömsholm. I'm from Finland, and in 2008, I got a rare ovarian cancer called dysgerminoma. I'm an active patient advocate in many different organizations, such as Eurocan and ESCO Engage. Also sitting in working groups, different working groups as a patient expert. So like Bridget, I was also seeking support when I was diagnosed with cancer. And in Finland, in that time, we didn't have any gynecological cancer association. So I was co-founding gynecological cancer patients in Finland. And I'm currently a member of the IGCS Advocacy Committee. It's my pleasure to be with you all today and co-chairing this summit.
Yes, the honour is ours. So let's talk about today's event. A summit is about meeting together and exchanging ideas. We want this to be a safe space for you, and we are grateful for all those who are participating because it is not easy to get up here and voice your experience. The programme agenda is on the screen. We will progress through a variety of segments over the next several hours. First, we will hear some updates and news from the IGCS Advocacy Committee chairs, celebrate this year's award recipients, and learn about the patient outreach projects that were funded through the IGCS Equity, Diversity and Inclusion Grant. Then we'll shift focus to survivorship, the power of storytelling and lived experience, and have a panel discussion about our resilience. After lunch, two patient advocacy organizations will inspire us with presentations about their mission-driven work. Then we'll round out the day with clinical education tailored for a layperson's perspective. We will give an update about the latest information in clinical trials and the ever-important topic of genetics and cancer. Please feel welcome to ask questions and make comments during this time. We've built into the schedule for your participation. And remember, we are all here to learn and support each other.
Yeah, that's really right. And the summit is for all of us here. And one way we are able to make that happen is with the advocacy poster breaks throughout the day. The posters are new for this summit and they really add a lot to our program. You can really see the impact of the work and be inspired. Many of the posters are displayed in the back of the hall in both sides, but some authors were not able to be here in person. IGCS sent an email to us in PDF of all the posters, so make sure that you log in and look through the PDF to see all 31 posters. You can also scan the QR code. In between the segments, you will have time to review the posters, and we of course ask every author to please stand by your poster when it's the break so that people and audience can talk to you and ask questions. We took care to build in this time for you all to look at the posters, talk with each other and learn, and also make friends and networking. So please take advantage of this time.
Yeah, thank you. The posters really are a big part of the summit this year. We wanted, you know, it's sometimes difficult to talk to the person next to you, or well, it may be easier to talk to them, but to get to know people. And this is all about meeting people, making new friends, learning things. And we think that this will be a great kind of opportunity for starting up some of the conversations and hopefully getting inspiration from the fabulous work that's going on. I'd also like to thank the Irish Society Patient Advocacy Group for spreading the word and getting so many people here today. It's absolutely fantastic. Um, and also going to thank our industry sponsors who've supported the meeting today. We really couldn't do this without their support. I won't point them all out, but I think a little round of applause just for them helping. Um, so I think now that we've all been introduced, we're going to let Bridget and Ava Maria off for a few minutes, so they'll be back again. And Dr. Shankar's going to give us just a little bit of an update about the network, the IGCAN, to tell us what
So
we've been doing.
now some of you must be thinking, wondering what is IGCAN? I think after seeing your face, I must say many of you. I should remove some of you because it's a script. It's written it's in a script, the some of you, but I think many of you. Let me tell you about what is IGCAN. So each one of you who is attending this is considered as a part of IGCAN, which is International Gynae Cancer Advocacy Network. It's a part of IGCS, International Gynae Cancer Society. IGCS maintain a database of the member, which is clinical members, and they have a free advocacy member options. And you should just, if you're a part of IGCS, it's freely available. You have to just register and you will be part of IGCAN. Advocate members, along with other IGCS member who opt into the advocacy newsletter, are considered to be a part of this network. So to your surprise, we have now 643 individual from 90 countries, thanks to the efforts taken by the office bearer of IGCS who has started advocacy committee, and it has reached to 90s country. This represents a diverse group of people working for welfare of gynae cancer patients. This number has been steady for many years, but now shares in the back seats. He's doing a lot of good works in this relation in this area, and probably in coming years you will see the number will go up, and we will try to you know take more of the organization who is working on the common interest to this network. So, we have to, the SNRI, so much work has been done by the regional support group, foundations, and charity. And we have been working towards a more formal way to recognize groups as a member of IGCAN, because I know and we respect the work in every region. I know advocacy is very much important. It's gaining importance nowadays, and everybody, after a patient is diagnosed with cancer, they just search which advocacy organization they should contact for the support when they're in need. In the near future, we will begin to invite organizations to create their own listing, like many of the organizations are doing, like UICC in online directory, and our staff and committee have been developing that. So tune into the website and wait for the formal information from our side. And this directory is meant to serve three main purposes, which is very, very important, that we have recognized in advancing cancer care, especially supporting the cancer survivors and the caregivers, a public resource for anyone searching for an organization that provides resources and support to patients, a searchable database for the advocacy organization to showcase their work and to find other groups of potential collaboration. So, and a way for us to keep the track of organization who make up the IGCAN network so we can organize and mobilize when it is needed. And we want to improve and increase the potential of this network over the period of time. You can see here on the screen, we are working through a number of selection boxes, and we are very close to inviting the primary contacts of network members to test and set up their profiles. So before the air in, our staff will reaching out to the contact of the organization, and I will request each one of you, if you are aware about any organization within your network, all of you, many of you are here to represent some of the other organization, you, we will request you to create a listing, because it's very, very important. When patient is in need, we can help them to reach out to you through our this IGCAN directory. So please email igcan@igcs.org. We will also be reaching out to organization and communicating more about this once you're ready. So it's a sincere request from all the committee members of the IGCAN. This is very important, and over the period of time, when you will realize, when people will reach out to you for the support through this network. So, Dr. Glassball.
Yeah, thank you. I think that the directory is going to be so important. We are a network. We're not an organization just on our own. We want to make the sum greater than the parts. We want to bring people together, and this will be a way of people being able to see other organizations and let us sort of gather strength and collaborate with each other. And that's going to be really important on the larger initiatives. And one of those examples is our IGCS Uterine Cancer Awareness Campaign. So uterine cancers, as we all know, one of the most common the most common gynae cancer in high-income countries. Cases on the rise across the world, and it's been something that's not had the same attention as many things. And we realised we were in a position to really lead the charge, unite the advocacy community in a global campaign, and so started the Uterine Cancer Awareness Month, because wasn't one for uterine cancer before. So the month of June was declared the Uterine Cancer Awareness Month. We started in 2023, so we're only in year 2. And I know many of you participated in that, so we really thank you, because it was a great effort, but we want to keep growing this. So this year we released a consensus statement, and many of our IGCAN partners were signed up to this. It was a statement highlighting the disparities in uterine cancer care across the world, but also within countries. But it was more than just a statement, it was a global call to action. And so our vision was to then mobilize individual organizations and governments to work towards a world where people's ethnicity, culture, socioeconomic status are not barriers to their care. We've identified 5 areas where we felt that action was needed. That was raising awareness, overcoming barriers to diagnosis, improving access to treatment, improving support for survivors, and also increasing diversity in clinical research, because we're aware that the disease is different in different ethnicities, but actually most of the research has been done in a largely white population in high-income countries. So we are really grateful for the support that we've had. It's been overwhelmingly positive, and we really want to carry this forward into the next, into 2025. These are just some of the organisations, I think, on the first slide, and then 32 more. We know that there are more organisations out there. We also want to support the development of organisations in countries that don't have people, dedicated to uterine cancer. So it's taking shape, but we also want to know what people here think we should be doing. And we do have a survey going out to our network asking about what the priorities are, what people are already doing, so that we can amplify that message and get ideas from each other. So move on now to our awards.